you were to estimate the value of all your items, how much do you think it'd be?
Honestly, no idea.
Like $14.
Gosh, I don't know. Probably, I don't know, I doubt I did more than like 50, so probably like $50.
$300.
Like over $1,000.
I owe over $1,000 music.
Do you remember the first song you ever downloaded?
Yeah, I probably... Actually, no, not really. It was more in the 7th or 8th grade when I started getting into music.
And did you start getting into music because you were downloading illegally and you could download more songs?
Not really. It was more because I had more songs to download, and I just didn't have the money for it since all I had was allowance and no job.
Were you thinking about the consequences at all?
Not really. I didn't really know there was any. I just knew you were getting music from a site or YouTube, and that was it.
Do you think about that you were actually stealing the music from the artists and the labels and iTunes even?
I didn't really think of that. I mean, I just kind of thought of myself it's not worth buying them all.
Did you believe that you were committing a crime?
No.
Now that you're wiser and you know about the laws and stuff, do you regret downloading music, or do you still download?
I'd still download.
Life's too short to even care at all. I'm coming up now out of the blue.
Do you download music legally?
Yes, I do.
You steal from stores, like gum and candy?
You're definitely more likely to get caught stealing from stores than stealing from music on the internet or something.
Do you feel anonymous when you download on the internet?
Yeah, I do.
When you were downloading, were you worried that you could have gotten caught?
No.
Not at all?
Not
Just
at
didn't
all.
cross your mind?
Literally not at all.
Yeah. Do you believe you can or could have gotten caught while you were stealing?
Oh.
You didn't?
I don't really think it's possible for most people to get caught because there's so many people that download stuff illegally.
Alright, do you see it often, kids downloading music? Or?
I hear kids talking about it all the time, and sometimes I'll exchange mixes with kids, which I think is fine. But I'll have kids say, offer to give me entire albums, be like, I'll burn it for you. And I said, that's an opportunity for us to talk about the cost, the social cost, the financial cost of taking music like that.
Until we die. We were barely 18 when we crossed collective hearts. It was cold, but it got warm.
I do. I didn't always, I'll be honest, when I was younger. Especially in the late 90s, early 2000s, when downloading stuff for free was a bit of a novelty. I did steal some music, and I regret it now, and I won't do it anymore. Part of the reason why I did it then was that I lived through the 90s, and I felt really abused by the record companies. They would charge me, $16 for a CD. It was virtually impossible to find singles that I wanted, so I was forced to buy the whole album. I couldn't listen to it before I bought it, and charging $16 for a CD I thought was a really abusive price. So part of what's going on right now is kind of a comeuppance for the record company. It's a lesson for other companies that if you abuse your consumers, they'll be tempted to abuse you back. But two wrongs don't make a right.
Though he thinks just like his mother, he believes we're all just lovers.
So, do you feel like you're overpaying for what you're buying, even if you're buying singles?
No, I think the price point is outstanding now, and I would even pay more.
When skies are gray, and just like him, she never stops, never takes the day for granted. works for everything that's handed to her, never once complained. You think that I nearly lost you.
What are your views on illegal downloading?
It's stealing. You shouldn't do it.
Legally, yes. I'm breaking the law by downloading something.
Did you think about the consequences when you first started downloading?
Nope, because there weren't.
Give me a second, I need to get my story straight. My friends are in the bathroom getting higher than the Empire State. My lover, she is waiting for me just across the bar. My seat's been taken by some sunglasses, asking about a scar. And